gone from incoherent noises, grainy visuals, and flitting shadows to a repeatable illusion, clear and vivid. We've finally determined the range at which C effects can produce distinct induced illusions. They're still lacking specific details and features for now, but we can already create projections of both physical objects and images born from the human subconscious.
I know you're here somewhere.
Yesterday. Dead. Ghastly. Decomposing. As he walked around the corner, he passed me by with a blank stare. Didn't even look at me. Then the next morning he strolled past me again, alive and well, and greeted me as if nothing had happened. Not a trace of decay. I checked the centre. It's powered down. It was off yesterday too. What does this imply? Do these illusions continue after the VPC is shut down? Have we made them too tangible? Or perhaps the issue lies with me, and I'm seeing things that don't exist.
Attention. The launch of the mirror was successful. All research personnel, please proceed to your seats.
Thank you for establishing a secure connection. I was able to retrieve the information you requested. The Controller Project was responsible for the creation of phantoms as part of its research into induced illusions. However, all related data is highly classified and never went public. Fortunately, we have a list of the scientists involved in the project. If any of them are alive and in the zone, you may be able to get your information straight from the horse's mouth, as it were.
Do you know anyone on that list?
Regrettably, no. But I know someone who could assist you. Richter. He used to be a guide, but now his work mostly revolves around finding people. He's just the man you need.
This Richter guy's all over the place. Seems to know everyone in the zone. Where do you know him from?
If not for him, Scar and I wouldn't be working together right now. I was interested in meeting him, and Richter arranged it. I wouldn't recommend someone unless I was certain of their competence. Richter knows his way around the zone. If anyone from this list is still here, he'll track them down for you.
Do you know where I can find Richter?
When he's not busy with his clients, he usually frequents the 100 Rads bar in Rostock. Try looking for him there. You can ask our guide. He'll help you find your way there. Raspy's gone dark. Do we head in, or wait a little longer? Just hold on. We've got a little time left. Why does he always want to play the fucking scouts? Strelok warned us against going in alone. Once he gets back, we're gonna remind him about how the customer is always right.
Target acquired! Execute! Execute!
What if...
Oh, no. Try to keep up.
Here's to Polovin. No clinking glasses on this one.
You seem like a decent dude. We're just having a few drinks,
And then he glanced at his PDA and turned into a different person. You rat snatched what stock from us, he yelled. And now you're doing it again.
Wow,
I was
nice to
just
see you,
trying to
man.
get him out of here. Trying to
Just
get
come
him.
over when you got something to say.
And then he pulled his gun out.
You want to chat? I need to find some people. Ozerski mentioned you might be able to help me with that.
You're making some friends, I see. Ozerski is a man with a heart of gold. When he's not being pain in the ass, anyway.
You seem pretty popular yourself. Are you some kind of recruiter? Bringing folks to Strider, mingling with scientists, cozying up to Scar. And you keep popping up wherever I go, too.
Must be the zone's will. Nah, there's a plenty of recruiters here without me. By the way, there's that stalker who showed up after the signal, Strelok. Ever heard of him? He's a legend around here. I hear he's putting together a new crew. He doesn't like what's going on in the zone and he wants to shake things up.
What's Strelok up to? What's his plan?
That's something you gotta ask the man himself. And if he doesn't trust you enough, you'll never find out. Strelok is the type who keeps his plans to himself.
What happened to his old crew?
I could tell you they found lots of rare artifacts, left for the mainland, and lived happily ever after. But in reality, not everyone made it back from their trip to the monolith.
How can I find this Strelok guy?
Nah. I might have said too much already. Either the zone's gonna help you, or Strelok will find you himself. But I don't think you two would hit it off right now. As long as you and Scar keep looking for the Shining Zone, you better stay away from Strelok. He doesn't trust or cooperate with anyone. Can you really blame him?
You share everything
There
with
are
him.
no trustworthy people in the zone. Strelok's got that right.
He wants what stock
Looking
is
for
ours.
allies is a waste of time. Speaking of which, do you know anyone on this list?
I know one of them, Dvupalov. He's a real grump when he's sober, which, thankfully, isn't often. He's usually holed up in his old hideout and doesn't entertain visitors. If you want to talk to him, you'll need to bring him a collar from a mutant. He used to do some research with the collars and now he just collects them. Talk about sentimental.
Is this the type of collar Dvupalov collects?
Wow! You've certainly been around the zone if you've managed to find one. You're shaping up to be quite a stalker. Now that you have the collar, you're good to head to Dvupalov's hideout. I'll send you the coordinates. If he asks you for a password, the answer is leash. Remember, if the professor offers you a drink, don't turn it down. It'll make the conversation smoother. But don't try to outdrink him either. You won't stand a chance. See ya.
None of us will fall.
I don't like this.
Okay, man. So long.
The leash.
Come on in. And don't drag your feet.
If you only got one, don't expect a big fail. Hand it over. You're new around here, aren't you? Or have I just forgotten you? I had an assistant I'll never forget, Nightingale. He was a delight to work with and a great drinking buddy. It's a shame he's gone. Think you can fill his shoes?
I wasn't planning to. I'm here about...
I know what you're here about. The first ones in the house. But we'll enjoy it right here on the spot. You can fetch the bottle from my lab. It's just down the hall. What the hell are you doing? No snacks till the third shot? Elixir you'll light and never forget. Or... Alright. Let's sample the goods. Let's have one. And then we can talk about what, where, and how much. Here's to the start of our partnership.
All right. Here's to our partnership.
Not even a flinch, huh? That sort of bravado isn't gonna impress me. When you're drinking, you've gotta put your heart into it. So, where are we? How about another one?
Let's toss another one back.
You're definitely not a grad student. That's a good thing. Look, about those scholars. Leave them out next time. The shop's closed. What's the point of stocking up on collars if I don't have a leash? It was a promising project, sure, but it's time to bid it farewell. Bottoms up, Stalker.
What project are you talking about?
I told ya, Project Leash. The mutant control project. They cooked up all sorts of freaks, then tried to make gadgets to boss them around and zap them remotely if things get out of hand. As you know, they fucked up the later parts. When the project got shelved, those colored mutants were supposed to die peacefully in their cages, not run amok in the zone spooking stalkers. So much for a promising project. But I suppose promises are made to be broken. How about a drink to that stalker?
Let's have another one. Sure.
To abstract thinking. If man is the measure of all things, then the measure of a man is 3 shots of this magic vodka. So go ahead, ask your questions while I'm feeling charitable.
How do you destroy phantoms and defeat someone who can create induced illusions?
Seen double, eh? You probably just had some bad vodka. Try some of mine. It's good for more than just keeping radiation at bay.
When I saw the man who created those phantoms, I was stone cold sober.
Ha ha ha. And I was stone cold sober when I saw evidence that it was impossible. But who am I to forbid you from living in a world of illusions? If you're really so eager, drag your ass to X5. That's where the whole 3-ring circus used to be. Try to find a blueprint for the suppressor. It's out to help you. I'm all out of vodka anyway. Come on. I'll give you the key card for the lab. The colors were a crude instrument. The suppressors, on the other hand, they were designed to dampen abilities of a finer nature. Now, where did I put it? No, that's just some junk. Ah, look, a pickle. I'll save it for later. Fuck, where are you off to? The artifact just popped out of the stairs. Grab me, Stalker. Ah, you're light on your feet, Stalker. You can hang on to this one. You've earned it. You went after that artifact like a bullet from a gun. Seems like I gave the keycard for X5 to Sherpa after all. That's why I hate teetotalers. The bastard must have caught me in a good mood. Anyway, if you want the suppressor, you need to talk to that boring grad student yourself. He's over in Nagrapro, staying close to expiring. And now for the fourth choice, the happiest of them all. Oh, good. You whippersnappers should stay away from mollies.
So why did you collect those collars anyway?
They're the only thing I have left to remind me of all my future scientific endeavors. Sentimentality, the quirk of human nature. Who can really say? Anyway, here's to living...
You're the first Project X scientist I've met who's still alive. I'm curious to hear about it firsthand.
Believe me, those men of great learning would rather not have my tongue tarnish their legacy. So I'm more than willing to do exactly that. Here's the scoop. Project X was a bunch of charlatans, and I was the most shameless one of them all. How's that for a revelation?
You used to work with phantoms. Tell me about the ability to create them.
I used to work on lots of things, including that one, yeah. What can I say? It didn't pan out. Turns out, not a single subject was capable of controlling even a paltry ability like this.
What was the purpose of the controller project?
Producing one failure after another. No, really the project was meant to put the abilities of mutants to good use. But can we truly blame mindless creatures for their actions? Those in charge should have known right from the start that nothing could be changed. When you try to fix someone else's mistakes, you only end up making new ones.
I asked you to vacate the premises. I'm occupying it and there's nothing here to take.
Calm down, Sherba. Vupalov sent me.
Is the professor doing okay? He didn't succumb to intoxication from that poison of his, did he? Its alcohol by volume is nearing pure ethanol. Not to mention the anomalous component. What a fall from grace. A great scientist resorting to making vodka.
Tell me about Vupalov. So he's a great scientist?
Professor Dvupalov is a brilliant mind hailing from the Project X era. The mastermind behind the Controller project. He used to bring science to new heights. Now the only thing he can bring is a glass toward his lips. He's disenchanted with his life's work, you see? Nothing ever changes. If only the professor had taken a moment to peruse my notes instead of selling vodka.
Why do you even bother helping Vupalov?
How can I stand by and watch a scientist of his caliber kill the few brain cells he has left? He has invaluable knowledge and skills, the kind that are not taught at Malachite, especially nowadays. The professor has no right to go down this path.
Vupalov sent me to get the keycard for X5. I'm looking for the Phantom Suppressor.
It took Vupalov a whole 6 months just to remember my name while I served him food every day. And now he tells you about the card right away? Did you drink with him or something?
It's tough to avoid having a drink with him.
That stuff is pure poison. Alright, I'll give you the card. It's too risky for me in there anyway. But you've got to promise me that you'll search X5 for any papers related to the Controller project and bring them back to me.
Tell me what you know about the Controller project.
The Controller project did involve some research on phantoms, but its main objective was to develop specimens modified with both biological and technological enhancements. Unlike their mutant predecessors, which were impossible to keep in their cages, these were meant to be trained as soldiers to protect Project X personnel. Can you imagine? Not even Circa is attempting anything like that nowadays. They haven't even managed to create a single new specimen.
Why do you want those papers?
I tried to convince Professor Vupalov that I'm a worthy successor to his great work, but all I received from him was a couple of his drafts, one of which had been used as a food wrapper. I'm talking about research that could etch our names into history. Since the professor doesn't seem to recognize it, I'll take it upon myself to finish the job for him.
Since I'm headed to X5, tell me about the lab.
Until recently, no one even knew it existed. The research there was classified, and the lab had been mothballed for quite some time. Then Duty did some cleanup with heavy explosives there, and found hidden levels beneath Agroprom. I used certain informal channels to reach out to the professor. That's how I found out it was an old mutant research lab. I can't even begin to fathom what's going on in there right now.
Hand me that keycard, and I'll see what I can do about your papers.
Alright. It's not like I've got much of a choice. But keep those papers in mind, Stalker. You'll need to head all the way down, but if you're willing to do the job, I'll make it worth your while. I'll go check on the professor in the meantime. Seems like every time I look away, he's got a new drinking buddy.